All right, we're here midweek, Maple Grove, and we'll get going to the lanes here in just a few minutes. We're going to do an NA pass with no mufflers, using the gear vendor for third gear, and see if we can't make a real run from start to finish. So far, we're getting about half track, and we're having neutral for third gear, which I thought maybe was fluid originally. We've checked fluid and added fluid after having a hose come off and losing fluid and causing the fire on day one. So yeah, it's been a week and a couple of days. It feels like an eternity. Anyway, we're gonna get going here pretty soon. We'll see how it goes. So this is my third day of the event, and I haven't had a chance to walk through the pits at all because my program's been killing me. So this is a glimpse at what people go through for the honor and glory of being a drag and drive competitor. He's got his folded up tires there. So he was, or is, currently your first place guy. He's won this event multiple times. Back there we've got the Corvette. That is winning what's called small block naturally aspirated. And he's running times that are just incredibly fast. I can't go that fast with nitrous. And he's doing it all with an engine that's smaller than what I've got. So he's got his program together for sure. Oh, it looks like he's got brand new tires for the street maybe. Yeah. I saw this Mustang in the pits on day one, tech day, or day zero, I guess. I'm not sure what class he's in. D, I'll have to look that up. That's Ultimate Iron there. I think that's another Ultimate Iron, and maybe a third. So what happens is this is called the, what is this? This is the impound area where they put the top three guys of all the fastest classes. So anything faster than 850s in here. The small block guy was in there, which I don't think any of the other small block guys are there unless they're in the lanes. This Viper is leading the whole show right now in what they call the unlimited category. And that pretty much means you can do anything from the front lift-off, carbon fiber, fiberglass hoods, etc. Like my car, I can't have fiberglass front clip like this. I can have a hood that's fiberglass, but not much else. Over here, what have we got? 56 Chevy.
And that is what we're having.
55 Chevy.
One of these minutes.
I'm not sure what class he's in. Oh, he's in unlimited. So the A at the end is unlimited. A in the beginning is faster than 750.
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect.
All right, here's the beautiful 66 Chevelle of Big G himself, Street Machine Eliminator. Hi, Big G. This is my first day running through any of this stuff, social media-wise, because I've been busy with my own program being terrible.
Yeah.
Would you say you were C-blocked on your way to the staging lanes?
For sure, yeah. I usually just wait till I feel like going, which I probably should have done because I pulled out like instantly as soon as they called it, and I got 20 feet.
You got C-blocked.
Yeah. And then I just sat there idling for 10 minutes.
Yeah. I noticed.
That was a joke.
I was like, yeah, he's still not going anywhere.
Right.
So, for everybody at home, wow.
Yeah, so
3 full
these
lanes.
two whole lanes and almost a third lane.
Yeah.
Managed to get up here in front of me, but I think it's more because there was more people pitted up front,
Yeah.
and they all just rushed up here. Apparently,
All right,
if you
what's the
park,
plan today?
No plan.
No? Full throat? You gonna progressive?
Yeah, we got a second built into it.
Oh, this track will take whatever you want to give it.
You think?
Yeah.
You just went NA. How can you tell
And I
me
went almost my best 60 ever at 136 on the motor. I've never done that without nitrous.
Yeah?
So that tells you the track is
that?
pretty
Yeah,
gooey.
It was.
Well, it's time all these cons go. All right. Play it conservative. Okay.
Well, it's not gonna be conservative because we're gonna make this bottle pressure like to the point of like expansion, and then it's gonna make it go fast.
Okay. Because I understand Mike Finnegan holds the greatest wheelie ever in the history of Drag Week.
Yeah.
So I figure if you take it out,
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't
the
gonna
delay
wheel like
there,
a Finnegan.
it could be a Finnegan capable wheelie. No? Okay.
No, because he's like on the trailer hitch with all 4 tires off the ground. Then it comes down. Then he jams another gear and it does it again.
Yours has bounced the tire before though, so this might be the day. You never know.
That's when we gotta pedal it.
All right, we'll continue to get some more coverage today from Drag Week Day 3, Maple Grove. Welcome, day 3, the midway point. Our week is already destroyed with averages, so we're going to make the best of what we've got left, which means maximum passes for the last 2 days. There was a threat of weather today, otherwise I would have considered staying again to see if we'd resolve some stuff. I think it's all just owner-operator error at this point. We'll know for sure tomorrow, and right now we're headed to our first checkpoint. Supposedly free pizza. We'll have to thank Tony Angelo, Stay Tuned channel on YouTube. But yeah, we're actually out of the track before 2 o'clock, which is a first. I mean, yesterday we just took the 1 pass, so that's not a first. We're happy with what we did today. We did a 995 on the engine only, no nitrous at all. We're just trying to sort things out as easy as we can and then start adding the power later. So, see how we do. See you down the road. We're actually getting to see a little bit of the countryside during daylight hours today. Zoom out of that. I can't see anything out of that direction, but this direction, believe me, as soon as you get above that hill, it's a lot like what you see over here.
Bob's co-pilot checking in. So, sitting in traffic. Well, we'd been sitting in traffic up to this point. And had a good like 14-mile stretch that was, moved pretty good. but the car was already kind of hot. Lost a little bit of coolant, and the fuel was boiling, but can't really see it. So there's a bridge. We are basically going like up there to York, Pennsylvania, but there's a bridge. So basically this was the last place we could turn off before committing to sit in that traffic on the bridge, and the car just was not happy. So we wouldn't have made it. In fact, we barely made it up around here. So now we're sitting, gonna let it cool down a bit, and then go. The challenge, I don't know if he's addressed this yet, is that there's no temp gauge. I don't know why he's trying to fire it up. Anyway, so far so good.
So this is our second checkpoint today. American Speed Centers. A lot of the D-Class cars are coming in. Not sure what's going on with this guy. I'm blocked at the moment, but I think we're getting close to leaving. Top of the morning, internet people. We have a melty alternator wire somewhere. We shorted out and made some smoke. And we're in the middle of Pennsylvania country.
Beautiful.
Nice little drive. We might have been 10 minutes up the road. Not sure if there's a town up there, but I'll quit zooming around like craziness. Anyway, we are going to see if we can reproduce this without a short. So, stay tuned. So day 4, we hooked up a new tachometer.
Compliments of American. What was the
We thought the old tach was bad. It always would jump and do weird stuff. If you watch my videos, you've seen it be really weird on the drives. So I thought that was the problem. It turns out the home run wire from the back of the tach to the ignition box was the problem. So we got the new gauge for nothing, but it looks better, so we're just going to mount it and do it. So I take the seat out because when I crawl under the dash, the seat is just such a pain. It doesn't move. That it's easier to just pull it out. So it's like 5-6 screws and you're done. Slide it back in, bolt it in, and away we go. Very, very user-friendly in my opinion. I never expected to have to do that, but now that it's this way, I kind of prefer it. Because even when you slide the seat back, it's hard to get up in there when you're my physique.
stature?
Yes, when you like to eat. So I'm gonna throw this back in. We're gonna turn it over and make some passes, or at least one pass. We had some problems this morning with a different wiring situation, and there'll be more about that later or earlier, depending on how I edit the video. All right, back to it. All right, officially in the staging lanes for the 4th day of the event. Got some heavy hitters here in the A group, as well as unlimited. And then looks like the lanes wrap all the way around. Kind of a unique setup. I have never seen anything like this before. Hopefully we'll get to go in about 45 minutes. Day 5, we made it. I'm going back to nitrous on this pass, which means a plug change, take some timing out, prep a bottle. We are going to make the first call for the AB session. We're hoping to make maybe 1 or 2 passes today and see if we've corrected some of the problems from the week. In the lanes, here we go.
Alright, we're going to go silent for a minute while we got the track through.
Yeah.
Man, you wheeled that thing, huh?
I thought I threw the chute, but I don't see it.
Oh yeah, chute's still in there.
Fucking A. Yeah.
Man, you wheeled that thing, huh?
I thought I threw the chute, but I don't see it.
Oh yeah, chute's still in there. Alright.
You don't even know at this point because everything's going to change between now and then. Short version, A and B group is right now. D group's coming up next. Then it's going to be stick shift round 1, then street machine eliminator round 1.
So here's what I'd like to say about this little spin out deal. I felt like I gathered the car, got it straight again, throw the chute. Now what messed me up is that I'm so new to the chute program that the depth of the cable going through the little loop in the chute itself when it's packed, I didn't have it at the right depth, and I really need to pay attention to that going forward. But where I've mounted my chute handle and everything, I felt like was in a good spot. Here I was in distress. I was able to hit it. But unfortunately, the way I had the cable a little too far through it. So how far I was able to hit the handle, while I was in distress there and in a panic, wasn't far enough to release it. And at that point, I thought, okay, the first day when I had the fire, when the chute was out, I couldn't even move the car to the wall to try to get out of the way to make sure if I dripped on the track, I was dripping, off to the side when I had that fire. I felt the chute was going to keep me straight, so I was applying the brakes a little harder. Well, of course, I'm applying the brakes in the transmission fluid without realizing what's going on. And the result of that is that final little 130 spin out where I get much closer to the wall, take out the timing markers. All that's a first for me. But I'll learn from it, and hopefully some of you that watch this, you'll pay more attention to stuff like that as you build your programs, kind of like I'm trying to do, work my way up a bit. Just know you don't need that much of the cable sticking through at the back of the parachute, so that when you do hit the cable or the release, it doesn't have to go all the way open in order to release it, right? You just need, I don't know, maybe half the action in order to open it. But that would have made this a much less scary moment for me and for the fans, and I appreciate them clapping and telling me I did a good job of driving. And I feel like I kind of botched that ending because I thought the chute was out and I was going to go straight when I hit the brakes, but clearly that wasn't the case. And again, just an opportunity to learn for me and hopefully educate some others and from my mistakes, if you will. So hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.